In today's project, I'm working on a Paul Finger liftgate on a box truck. The complaint is that the controller no longer works, so we're going to go ahead and remove it and replace it. It has a couple of rivets holding it down, but I went ahead and removed them. The fastest way I know how to remove them is with a very sharp flat punch and a hammer. I went ahead and did that to the holding brackets as well, and that kind of just holds the cable in place. I did this to basically have some slack so that I'm able to remove the controller out of the holster, because those rivets actually hold the controller in place and it doesn't allow it to come out. So I had to remove those rivets. You can see it's pretty sunburnt as well. What I also did is I went and opened up the controller just to see what was going on and see if I could actually just swap the controller over without having to run all the new wires and everything. So here is the new controller that I just ordered and actually came in today. But upon inspection, you could actually see that the controller is wired a little bit different than the older model. So pretty much I have to take it all apart. So once I remove the cover for the liftgate motor, you could actually see where all those wires run, the motor, the chain, the ram, and everything else in between. We really don't have to mess with this side. Mainly all we have to do is pretty much just install the new controller wiring. You can see where the wiring actually feeds into the bottom of the liftgate. At this point, I'm just familiarizing myself with how it's wired up, so that way I can install it the same way. It's all the same colors and everything, so pretty much I hope that everything kind of just transfers over. So I'm going to go ahead and begin by just removing everything. I took a couple pictures as well just to make sure that I don't forget how this thing is wired up, because that's the last thing I want. And going to go ahead and remove everything that I need to remove. Once the controller is removed, you can see this is what it looks like. Pretty long cable for the most part, probably about 6 feet long. And there are the connections. I had to cut some of them, and I did have to get some new butt connectors to install the new one. So this is what the liftgate controller looks like. This is like $300 right here in my hand. I had to order this from Paul Finger. It took about a couple days. And we also had a truck that basically had the liftgate down, and it ruined the liftgate. So this is pretty much mock-up at this point. This is not the finished product. I'm gonna go ahead and just test it out to make sure that it all works. And when I hit the button, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't go up or down. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute. I think I forgot to turn it on. So I totally forgot about the liftgate button in the front. Gonna go ahead and press the up button. And well, let's see if it works. Believe it or not, this is actually hard to do with one hand, because I was using one hand to record and then the other hand to kind of control the gate. So it was a little difficult to release the lock and then get the gate down. But once I did, you could actually see the liftgate oscillating down and up, and pretty much works as it should. So I'm going to call this one done. Once I made sure that everything worked, I went ahead and put the cover back on. And, well, this one is finished. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.